of your game into.
Let's meet the starting five of your Indiana Fever. Starting at small forward, number 10, Lexi Hall. At the other forward position, number 1, Melissa Smith. Starting at center, number 7, Aaliyah Austin. Starting at shooting guard, number 0, Kelsey Mitchell. At the other guard position, number 22, Caitlin Clark. The head coach of your home team. Once again, your Indiana starters.
Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Seattle Storm going up against the Indiana Fever. Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us. We've got a small portion of the season behind us, and the league's hierarchy is starting to come into focus.
It's still early, though, so for the teams that are struggling, you still have time to get in gear.
Yeah, but they don't have a lot of time, Brian. I mean, the season is short, and the pressure ramps up every week that goes by when you're not winning games.
Now here's Magbagor. For 3, Neko Ogwumike. Yes, and it's Magbagor who gets the assist.
Such a perceptive player, Ogwumike has a great feel for which shots she can make.
Mitchell outside. Smith, she's covered by Ogwumike. Shot's good by Smith.
She's got so many tricks in her bag. She will find a way to hurt you.
Now here is Lloyd. She's guarded closely. Diggins Smith with it. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Smith. We played just over a minute here in the first. Clark guarded by Diggins Smith. Mitchell, shot's good.
There isn't a part of the court that Mitchell won't let it fly. When she hits from the mid-range, it just increases the headache for the D.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Clark. Out to the wing. And that's a foul called on Aaliyah Boston. That is her first foul of the game.
Great play to sacrifice her body, take the charge, giving up her body for the team.
And really a heads-up play as well. Reads the play nicely and gets in the perfect position.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's Diggins Smith. Soft touch off the glass.
You love that. Leading by example. Tough hoop from Diggins Smith. You just want that from your point guard.
And at this stage of her career, winning titles seems to be everything for Skylar Diggins Smith.
She doesn't know how many more years she has left. And because of this, she's going to give it her all. It'll be interesting to see if she's able to add some titles to her illustrious resume.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Williams. Another shot. The basket drops, and she gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up for her.
She was the first one to react to that miss. I mean, that's just a hustle play on the putback.
And she's got her first opportunity at the line here tonight. Clark. Pass to Hole. Back to Clark. There's the three. And the fever hit again from deep.
Looking good so far. Made all 4 of their shots to get it going.
And stolen by Mitchell. Clark with it. Guarded by Diggins Smith. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points, they add up in a hurry when you give them looks from deep.
Now here's Williams. Wnba outside. Pass to Diggins Smith. 5 to shoot. Wnba. And again, it's the Storm missing. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
And she gets the bucket.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Stolen by Clark. Oh, up top. The pull-up. The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end in the early going.
Their field goal percentage is terrific. Exactly the start they were hoping for.
Now here's Diggins Smith. Took him no time at all on that one.
I love when Lloyd takes these quick shots because she doesn't give the defense any time to react.
Now here's Clark, guarded by Diggins Smith. Pass to Smith. Back to Dantas. The 11-footer, and another basket for Indiana.
They're passing the ball very crisply right now.
Their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And last year, the Storm missed the playoffs for the first time since 2015.
Yeah, well, it's tough when you lose arguably the best player in the league, as Breanna Stewart went to New York in free agency. So Seattle was just looking for an identity last year.
Now here's Clark. She has 6. And it's good. 2 points.
Yeah, they're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. This just isn't going to cut it if they want a chance at winning this game.
Not at all. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. I mean, effort-wise, execution-wise, something. They've got to do better.
And here's Cole. Dantas outside. Cole, pass to Smith. Kicks it out to Clark. Puts it up. And there the Fever with another bucket.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of the last 10 points have been assisted on.
Some great passing. They keep on finding the open teammate. Good ball movement.
Diggins Smith's shot is off.
You know, typically she has the touch to finish when she's in that tight. Not sure what happened there.
Mitchell with it. Back to Smith. Clark, right side. Over Wnba. And again, it's Caitlin Clark.
It's been a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. This is the start that coaches dream of.
Now here is Lloyd. Pass to Magdagor. And nothing is falling right now for them. Now here's Clark. And she was fouled in the act of shooting, and opportunity for a 3-point play.
Chalk up a few more points for them. This has been a one-sided game in just every area.
Absolutely. Their defense, their offense, it's all been outstanding.
It's just been a tremendous performance, Brian.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And they're having trouble stopping this run.
And you know, the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Now here is Lloyd. D right on her. To the middle. Here's Smith. Right through the D for the layup.
One aspect of their play today that's been far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow, it can be elusive, but the great offenses have it. And that's just what they've shown tonight.
Here's Williams. That falls. Nice lead that time from Jewel Lloyd. Now here's Clark. He got it up in time, but it couldn't fall for him. First quarter concludes and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. The Fever on top, up by 16. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And we'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move into the second. And guys, Beaver pretty much in control here.
It's been fun to watch. Everybody out there looking to make the extra pass in the first quarter.
I'll tell you what stands out for me. It's been a total team effort out there. Just fantastic basketball being played.
Pass to Boston. It's stolen by Hahn. Horston with it. And it's Samuelson picking her up. Got a piece of it. Here's Horston. Four on the clock. Smith outside. Pass to Wallace. Samuelson outside. Here's Wallace. Boston. She's guarded by Williams. And it's Boston missing. And here are the Storm now. They trail by 16. Top pick in the 2023 draft, Aaliyah Austin more than delivered her rookie season.
Oh, you can say that. I mean, she wasn't just rookie of the year. Aaliyah was also an all-star, led the W in field goal percentage, top 10 in key metrics for a center, rebounding and blocks. I mean, what more can you ask from the top overall pick in Aaliyah Boston?
Here's Williams. She goes up again, and she takes it up and lays it in. We're now around a minute and a half into the second quarter. Samuelson outside. Pass to Wallace. Smith. Boston. She's covered by Hahn. And it's good for two.
Really smart. Draw the defender out to the perimeter because inside there's just too much size for her to be effective.
Exactly. You know, if she finds her spot on the perimeter and doesn't force things, her outside shot is going to be hard to block no matter who is on her.
Now a timeout called by Seattle.
They got to be concerned with all the missed shots. Every team is going to go through cold streaks. But when you go through those cold streaks, you have to find ways to stay productive.
Yeah, and coach might be telling them to try to get to the line, earn some points on some freebies, because sometimes the free throw line can be your best friend when the shots aren't falling from the field.
Now here's Horston. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Pass to Wnba. Some solid defense from Damiris Dantas. Inside. And here's Boston. Shoots over Russell. Boston with the bucket.
That assist got a little nod from her teammate after the bucket.
A difficult situation for Seattle. Diggins Smith with it. Shoots over Wheeler. Here's Here's Russell, and there's 2 points. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Offensive rebounding is about energy and effort, and Russell displays both for the second chance bucket.
Left side Boston. Shoots over Russell, and they're the Fever with another bucket.
And that'll raise their field goal percentage even more. They're enjoying a big edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. They've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has just been great.
Such a high IQ on this team.
Now here's Diggins Smith. Lloyd with it. And it's Boston picking her up. Lloyd with the bucket.
That's just an agile play from Lloyd in the paint, navigating the traffic and finding her shot.
Pass to Hole. To the paint. Mitchell, covered by Lloyd. And Kelsey Mitchell gets the 3.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Now Diggins Smith.
Here's that intense defensive look.
Well, that's the only way to play full court man-to-man. 100% intensity.
And let's see how long they can keep that intensity up.
Now here is Wnba. 19-point game. Diggins Smith, no good. And it's the Fever ball. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Back to Mitchell. Fires the 3. That's her 4th basket of this game, and she's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
She's certainly heating up from outside. That's now her 3rd 3-ball for the game. 2nd this quarter. Watch out.
They get it again. And out of bounds, the Fever will take it. So both teams making some changes here. So it's Indiana now. Clark outside. Mitchell. Pass to Hole. Clark with it. Here's Boston. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
She's coming to life after a slow start in the first quarter.
And stolen by Mitchell. To the inside. Clark. Yes, once again for her on an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up much longer.
When was the last time they missed, Tim? This is just a remarkable shooting display.
They're putting on a clinic.
Unhindered going all the way. Hall with the ball. Now Magbagor defending. And there's a whistle. That goes on Ezzy Magbagor.
First team foul.
That's her first foul.
Now into the
Tried to step in and cut her off, but not quick enough.
Yeah, just 1 step late to get there and didn't establish position.
Just a tough play for that defender.
Here's Boston. And again, it's Indiana converting.
As hot as she's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get her the ball and get out of the way.
And here's Lloyd. She's got 5. Here's Williams. Basket good.
If you were looking only at the way she's played offensively, you'd think her team was ahead.
Pass to Mitchell. Lexi Hole on the wing. Clark. She's guarded by Williams. Good on the triple.
She's having one of those days where if she takes it, she makes it.
And the Storm with possession. Now here's Hahn. And they call an illegal screen here.
Very close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it. You know, to me, it didn't really look like her feet were set.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds in time. It's Gabby Williams on the wing. She's covered by Clark. Back to Williams. Yes, and it's Magbagor who gets the assist.
Offensively, they've dialed down the three-point attempts here in the second.
I'd actually like to see them go back outside. They've been shooting well from long range.
Clark, she's guarded by Williams. Clark, that one's good.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
And stolen by Mitchell. And the ball out of play. The Storm will have it.
Substitution on the court.
And the Storm with possession. Outside Williams. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Good job to create the easy bucket.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Beaver ahead, just dominating this one.
The Seattle team, 26. And your youth dance squad.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final 2 quarters. And how about this? We're seeing a tremendous game from Caitlin Clark.
Well, in terms of her points in the first half, that's pretty much what we've come to expect.
Which tells you really all you need to know about what a strong talent she is. I mean, I'm going to bet that she adds a lot more to her totals after the break.
If they're going to be successful, they need her scoring, and certainly they've gotten it today, and then some.
Down low. And it's Seattle scoring again.
Assisted.
Wow.
Skylar
I mean, come on,
Smith.
that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, it's just nowhere to be found.
They have to start committing more bodies down low.
Clark, guarded by Diggins Smith. Clark, that one's good.
Yeah, she's played an important role in her offense today, and really without her, they might not have the lead right now.
Pass to Williams. Ogumake. Launches it. And there's a whistle. That goes on Ezi Magbagor. That's her third foul of the game. And this could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What a performance it's been.
And with how great she's been for over a decade now, it kind of feels like Nneka Ogumake is underrated.
I agree with that 100%. I mean, she's finished top 10 in MVP voting the last 2 years, is basically the textbook stretch big, and Nneka's done incredible work off the floor with the Players Association.
And it's Lloyd missing.
Yeah, she's not necessarily a strong interior presence, but she's got to finish those chances when she has them.
Here's Clark. And again, it's Indiana converting.
They're 3 of 4 to start the half.
Outside, Diggins Smith. From deep. Alyssa Smith grabs the miss.
It just hasn't been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Pass to Hole. Clark, guarded by Diggins Smith. Clark, that one's good.
They're in good position here, thanks in part to her efficient scoring.
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Diggins Smith, no good.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's been the result for her over and over. I mean, she just cannot find the bottom of the bucket.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. The 19-foot shot, and they're the Fever with another bucket.
Well, you know, offensively, Brian, they've been really special.
Yeah, you nailed it, Tim. No matter what the defense has thrown at them, they've just kept piling up the points.
And more points.
On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. She's covered by Mitchell. The floater. And a nice bucket from Magbagor.
I like how Magbagor picks her spots on offense, knows when to look to score inside.
Left side, Boston. And there the Fever with another bucket.
That's what set them apart today. Their success with the mid-range jumper.
Yeah, they've taken what the offense has given them and really just made the most of it.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That'll get the ref's attention.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
Mitchell outside. Hull. Pass to Dantas. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They're going on a nice little run here.
And getting to the rack has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now here's Diggins Smith. Outside Lloyd for three. Hull with the rebound.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game, aren't they? Strong performances throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it sets a tone. And suddenly, they're overflowing with confidence at the offensive end, getting everything to drop.
They're getting everything to drop, and at an ideal time. They're poised for a terrific crunch time run in this game. Well, she, for one, hasn't let them down, but a few of her teammates need to pick up the pace and pick it up fast.
Pass to Hull. Now here's Dantas. Defended by Magbagor. Shots good by Dantas.
And their shooting percentage continues to climb in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been in total sync since the break. Good team basketball, and it's resulted in high-quality shots.
Very good adjustments at the half. It makes it so easy for your teammate that you can lead her to the rim with a pass like that.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, she's got that shot down. Confident stroke from Smith.
Now here's Diggins Smith, guarded by Wheeler. Erica Wheeler with the steal. Now the Fever moving it up. Shoots over Diggins Smith, and there the Fever with another bucket.
And the defense having problems now stopping that old school, mid-range jump shot. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be. Coach cannot be happy with that.
Yeah, better effort needed because 6 of their last 10 points have come by the way of a 2-point jumper.
With great balance and body control, Diggins Smith isn't easy to defend. She really makes defenders work on that end of the floor.
This is her first trip to the free throw line tonight.
2 shots. Shooting 2.
And she makes the first.
Yeah, born and raised in South Bend, Indiana, it was cool to see Diggins Smith stay in state to play collegiate basketball.
And good on both. Here's Wheeler. Christy Wallace on the wing. Back Benley. She's covered by Hahn. Pass to Dantas. Over Holmes. And again, it's Indiana converting.
They're getting into a real groove from inside the three-point line, just drilling those mid-range jump shots.
Yeah, 8 of their last 10 points from the mid-range. They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers, too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but, hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail.
Here's Samuelson. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
You might not expect her to shoot from here, but Samuelson's a high IQ player. Understands the value of the mid-range J.
Pass to Horston. Here's Holmes. Tries a three. It's hauled in by Wheeler. And it's the fever ball. Now Wallace. And you can count it. She'll go to the line with a chance to make it three.
That's a great job. It's really to angle her body, shield the bigger player from the ball on her way to the basket.
And you have to know how to finish like that if you're going to take it down low. And she showed all the capabilities of doing so.
Mule with the ball. Shoots over Wheeler. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Fever ahead, running away with it. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter.
And she might not be pass first playing out of the 2-guard spot, but she shows here that when she needs to, she can dole out assists.
That's right. You know, that's not her primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, she can do it and do it well.
Welcome back. 4th quarter of action starting up in what has been a one-side show. Ball's knocked loose. Samuelson with the steal. Pass to Fagbenle. Over Hahn. A nice shot by Fagbenle.
You know, with such a bigger player guarding her, that's not an easy shot to get off. Never mind knocked down. What a great bucket.
Mule. The quick look, no good that time.
You're not doing your team any good forcing a shot like that.
She's got to just use her head because that was a terrible choice.
That one falls.
Great ball movement to the open player. Samuelson with her head on a swivel.
Now Vivians. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Mule. And it's rejected. And here is Wallace. Outside Wheeler. Pass to Fagbenle. Over Hahn. And another basket for Indiana.
Well, Erica Wheeler does a great job of reading the floor. And because of that, she's constantly setting up her teammates for open shots.
Whitcomb with it. Stolen by Wallace. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Here's Fagbenle. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot, and we'll go to the line. Anshu picks up a foul.
At the line for your Indiana Fever, Tammy Fagbenle. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. She hits both from the stripe. Now here's Whitcomb. Pass to Mule. Looking to end the run. Good on the 3-point shot.
And if you leave anyone that wide open, you're just asking them to punish you, and they did there.
It's Katie Lou on the wing. for three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take him long to go and get those 3 points back.
For three, Victoria Vivians sinks the triple.
Well, that's an assertive 3 ball by Vivians. She really commits to her shot selection from beyond the arc.
It's Katie Lou on the wing. For those joining us, fourth quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And here are the Storm now. Pass to Mule. And here's Holmes. Now here's Whitcomb. Three-pointer. And Samuelson pulls it down.
They've shown some strength in the paint. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, and that's putting it mildly, guys. They've been absolutely dominant.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Storm.
Storm ball.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Seattle. Outside Whitcomb. And the Storm miss again. Now here's Boston. Defense right on her. They swipe it. And it's the Storm on the break. Here's Vivians. It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
Samuelson outside. Back to Boston. And she makes that one. And it's the Storm with the ball. Outside Whitcomb. Drills the three-pointer.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Here's Wallace. Yes, and a nice assist from Erica Wheeler.
What poise from Wallace behind the arc. Finds an angle and focuses on it.
Sammy Whitcomb goes in. Nice D from Aaliyah Boston.
I like the D. They weren't about to swing the door open and let her cruise in for the layup. Good job.
And again, it's Indiana converting.
Great communication between teammates there.
Sexton.
Here's Mule. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
First personal foul.
And Brian, when it comes to Nika Mule, she earned a reputation in college for her lockdown defense.
That's right. In Mule, you're getting a player who can change a game with her defense alone. Opposing players dread having Mule guarding them.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Storm making a change here. So she gets them both. And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending
2
their
minutes
lead.
remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Christy Wallace on the wing. Boston, guarded by Russell. Dantas left side. Back to Boston. The shot from the low post is good.
They've been able to depend on her offense all game, guys. She's just not wasting any chances, any shots she's had.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the ball game, I got an idea. Just keep getting her the basketball.
So it's Indiana now. Left side Boston. Shot high post. And again, it's Indiana converting. Here's Seattle. Pass to Russell. Holmes. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
That's a good look. That is a good look. And she'll make that one most of the time.
Now Boston. Guarded by Russell. Stolen by Russell. Here's Mule. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw.
Foul. Second team.
And that one goes on Katie Lou Samuelson.
At the line for the Storm, Nika Mule. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And she can't get the first one. And she sinks the second.
Not as productive of a trip to the line as she'd have liked. They really need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Pass to Boston. Over Holmes. And there the Fever with another bucket.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit just to finish this one off.
And good that time.
This run really not doing them any good, coming as late as it has.
Yeah, but give them credit for showing the fight they're showing, Tim. It would have been real easy to just throw in the towel by now.
Yeah, but it's still going to be a loss probably.
Pass to Dantas. Mule with the steal. Now Williams. The rebound by Dantas. Samuelson outside. Takes it to the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Ooh, boy, sweet move and a tough finish. What a play.
Outside Lloyd. And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you just have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it. We saw the excellent defense, a potent offensive effort, and they were pretty much dominant.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.